So it should be up now. It just says waiting for.
Yeah, I have not got a notification
oh my
yet.
god. What the hell? Oh, are we live? Is everything good? I have no idea.
I don't know.
I have no idea. Oh, yep, we're good. We're good. We're
Yep,
good. We're
we're
good. We're good. So,
Hello.
hello, welcome. This is the second time we've started this. So welcome to round 3 of the GT Pro. Today we're
Round 8.
Circuit Lucerne, or
24 hours of Duma.
I'm here with Smack, who we've tried to do this twice. So
We're in it. We're here. We're ready.
we're ready.
Panda is drugged.
Shrugged. Oh no.
He's good to go.
And
That boy's sick. We're wishing him well.
Oh, it's straight into the race. I didn't even
Straight
know
in.
this.
Reverse grid order. We running from
Ooh.
back of the championship to the front of the championship. We got
There's-
Klaus and Waitsy starting out, and Haj on his new wheel.
Apex in 4th, and Azrael 5th. So let's see how they start. Let's hope they all get through this first lap, no incidents. And yeah, let's go. So it looks like
Rock
it's
and
like,
roll.
I'm just having a look. Camera's not the best here, but looks like Gloss has got a good start there compared to Waitsy. He's in that inside for this corner, but he'll be on the outside another. Has also getting a good start. He's got a position there. So just see, no contact. It looks all
Smooth
good
for the
to
first
me.
couple. Smiley had a little bit of off there. We may see a penalty or two.
As these two are going side by side down here as well. Gloss still has that inside, they're still going side by side, and I think Gloss will make that move stick. This is
Smooth
gonna be,
rolling.
this is gonna be a long race, so anything can happen. As we see,
Oh,
Has
yeah.
on the back, so wait, see. Anything happen in the back of the grid, or did we all get
no, nothing.
smoothly? As
Everybody
Gloss,
went through pretty smooth.
Gloss gets a 1 second penalty. I don't know what that was
Ooh.
for.
That must have been through that last the right-hander before the straight. He probably went over the curb a little bit too far left.
And now we see most people will try and bum draft each other up the straight. I think that's just going to be the smartest idea, to just make a little pact and try and get up. But you
Definitely
never
a
know.
good strategy.
Also, we've got Panda up into 4th.
We're gonna have a few penalties here.
Is it looking like it?
Alcos. Oh yeah. I'm gonna see what's. There's definitely gonna be a few after this one.
Such a long straight, isn't it? With just a couple of corners to break it up.
Maybe not. Maybe no penalties. It was just maybe they went slow enough through it. No, Panda got a half second.
Oh jeez.
Gloss got 1.
Oh, that looks like a
think he
bit of
had that.
contact. I think there might have been a little bit of contact there, but we're all still going. I don't see any damage. I hope not. But it means Witsy gets away now. He's building that gap. I wonder if he could get away, but these boys will probably just keep bump drafting each other up to the lead, so it will not matter.
Oh yeah. It's definitely a heck of a race so far. Even it's
Yeah.
lap 1 of 23, but this is
Pan-
Le Mans. So
Did Panda just stick out? I think Panda sticks out around the outside, and also Gloss now gets up into first. It's chopping and changing, but I'm pretty sure most of these boys will know that you don't win the race in the first lap, so they'll probably strategize for that.
patience is a virtue.
Patience
It's definitely
will
key
be
here.
virtue. As Witsy goes for the move onto Gloss, and then Gloss tucks right back in, but it comes up to a corner. As these two fighting for second and third here have both got penalties that will let Has glide past, I would imagine.
Where
But
are they gonna run to?
that's the real question. Where do they come out in this whole pack? As they both serve their penalties now.
How far are they gonna drop down?
They might drop down. They might just get away with it, since it's just coming off his corner. Smiley with a penalty now, having a half second penalty. Now the thing is, I do not know this the track that well, so I will not know the names for most of these corners. But
Oh, I'm not one to tell you the names of the corners other than the fact that this one's crazy and that one goes that way, and all I know is they go real fast here, and that's the plan. If you don't go fast and you're not, smooth with it, it will spin you around in a circle quick.
So let's drop back and see the back here. They're all so close together. I don't think
I've been watching them.
Watching them, make sure they're behaving back there.
Yeah, keep them in line. That's exactly what they're doing right now. They're just staying in line and just rolling. Smart.
Yeah.
Maybe some fuel saving happening here?
I would imagine most of them will try and fuel save, maybe. If they're behind a car. Someone spun. Who's that? Is spun. Gloss Boss is spun. With damage and that. It's going to be very difficult to get back in.
Rough. I wish I would have seen exactly what happened to him, but...
And also the pit entry is it's a bit away from the start to finish line, so he's going to be going around with damage. That's not going to be good. But we'll go back to more of the start. As you can see,
wish him well.
There's a gap. There's two groups right now.
He got insult to injury with a 1 second penalty.
Oh, someone else just went round.
Oh no!
I think I heard someone screeching. Is that?
Yep, the Honda and Airman both.
Honda and Air. Oh. Now I don't know if they're in the same party together, but they might be screaming at each other.
Rough business over there.
Boosted gets a half-second penalty, and now we see this train of cars just one by one, all going in a single line here. As we hop on with Dad, that's in the more back of the pack bit. We just see there, Range just catching up to the back, giving them a little tap.
See my buddies, my teammates over here doing alright.
He gets the move done on Alico. Not Alico, sorry, is it Alicos? Yeah, as Panda goes wide. I wonder what happened there with Panda. But he's dropping back. Maybe he made a mistake. Maybe he got pushed wide. We don't know. As we see that the Merc versus the Subaru on a straight, I don't think there's a competition there. Or maybe there is.
I'm not sure. That poor BRZ.
That is. I mean,
it's doing okay.
It's doing alright. Better than I could ever get it.
Darn right. He's been working on that thing, I tell you. I commend him for giving it a go.
As I'm just jumping to the front, I've just noticed SD's in second. Where did he come from?
I'm not sure. He's doing great.
Flying.
Haas holding down third, rolling it with no penalties.
No penalties. The McLaren train right here. 3 McLarens.
1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5 McLaren. That's how you do it right there. You got BMW, Merc, McLaren.
I think side by side that was Panda and Boosted in the distance. So it's such a close race. We don't know where we go for the start. I feel like this is one where it's going to be about the pit strategy. If you can get these tyres long and that. But yeah, it might just be the difference in the cars. Maybe, but I'm sure these guys will say it's difference in driving. So. But no, yeah, I think penalties will be. They'll play a part. Oh, in the background, you see Dad twitching there at the exit.
Yeah, Dad, Azrael, and Lucky all kind of collided some there. Not hard, just enough to feel it for sure.
Now Smiley takes a penalty. Let's see if Apex can do anything. Yeah.
Boosted with a 1.5 second penalty.
Oh Jesus. Now I don't really know where you get penalties here, but it looks like a lot of people are struggling with them. So maybe it's kind of easy to get a penalty. We'll try and go fast and keep up with the cars in front. But
it definitely is.
I'm just gonna jump back to see any other battles. We have Dad and Azrael still close together on this track.
They are pushing hard, and
hopefully they're not pushing each other too hard that it ruins each other's races. They gotta remember it's still a long race.
It could be teamwork going on.
I think most of the drivers will definitely try and use teamwork, but I don't know.
Oh, Haas with the spin.
Oh, and that's gonna
all by himself.
Any damage on him?
Hold on 1 second. I'm looking. Yeah, just a small bit of front end arrow.
As I'm just going to check back now with Gloss, he's staying out with damage, does not want to pit. maybe trying to catch up with the two cars in front to get that slipstream, but it could be risky, you know.
Very well could be. All I know is, I mean, he's hanging in there.
He's
I
hanging
wonder
with
what his
them.
strategy is.
That is a weird thing around here. Do you want to pit, get rid of that damage, probably put on a new set of tyres, and keep going, or do you want to stay out of that damage and just try and stay with the cars that will give you that slipstream? We'll probably make up at the same time, but you never know.
It's such a long pit here, I think, is one of the big problems, and even just going into fixed damage is
Yeah,
detrimental to your race.
it's gonna be. These cars are now doing another conga line down a straight. As we see.
Chunky said in the stream, all races are won in turn 1.
Oh no, that's only Monaco. As we see, the front two have built a gap now to the rest. I wonder what their plan is. We'll just work together, pull away, and then maybe we'll start fighting. I feel like
Alco's up to 5th.
that's good from him. So you just see the SD bump drafting. Try to get as much speed as well.
Alco's up to 4th. Ooh, him and Smiley touching. A little friendly banter through a corner.
It's only a friendly little bit of nudge. As Smiley drops down to 5th, I've just noticed. He was at the front of that train for that particular straight. So I wonder.
He's got a half-second penalty as well.
Oh, that's going to be the difficult part. See these two just. Now, does he send the move down here? No, I think he just wants to just stay behind.
Ooh. Ooh, he's off.
Who's off? Smiley. Off? Oh,
he's back on. Ooh, bad rejoin.
Was that a bad rejoin? I just seen that in the background when I was watching. Nah, it looked like it wasn't the best rejoin.
You got it, Smiley. Come on, buddy.
As now I think boosted. Did he have a problem? He's only an 8th. I would imagine he would, but
I know Alcos and Lucky were really, or Lucky was real close on Smiley's rear end there, and I don't know how that corner went down exactly, but
I think Panda just had a little bit of a twitch there. But hey, it's gonna be entertaining when it gets to the end with so many cars being so close to each other. We don't know. I just don't know who to watch as we see it in the front. I think that's Range overtaking Apex, who has a 1.5 second penalty. Oh, I wonder where he got that from. That's the real question.
I wasn't seeing it, but he's going to have to pay for it next lap. I think it was right there at the penalty line, so he didn't serve it this lap. Dunn chasing Waitsy down too.
Yeah, I'm just having a look through. I'm looking at the fuel. Everyone on roughly about the same thing, except from Waitsy. It's got a little bit less than every other car right behind him from 4th, which is concerning for him. Maybe since he's at the front of this train, he's not going to be able to save as much. Turning that. Oh, that looks like a little nudge.
Oh.
Well, that allows Alicoast and Range to come in. Alicoast having a look down the inside here. I think he's going to.
We all know this corner's sharp right here.
Yeah.
You got to get down low quick.
Oh no, he sends it
down. Is the
down.
mark better through the corner? I think so.
Oh,
Lucky spun him.
Oh.
Lucky spun him. No damage.
No damage. Cars are just racing so close to. Cars are racing so close to each other. But hopefully he'll just get back onto the track and get marching back up the field.
He's back in 9th. No damage. Just definitely dirty tires now and
yeah.
A little bit of frustration, I'm sure. But good push up there, buddy. You'll get it back. As
we see 2 cars off the back. Who are these? Smiley, Has, and Gloss all pitting now. Maybe they're damaged. Maybe they all knew they were damaged with each other and they've just decided we'll all come in and just push on. That's the real question. Where do you pit? Gloss on hards.
Azure with a 1 second penalty.
Now this is interesting. Gloss going on to hard tyres while the other two going on to mediums.
I would not have done that, but that's him.
Maybe he just doesn't. Maybe he just doesn't like the feel of the mediums around here. It is a long track, so maybe if we see
Ooh, hush.
another group of cars, Alicos,
A half second.
Honden, and Air, so making another pack. As we got Wrench in the chat saying, "I'm sorry." Maybe.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a situation back there.
Yeah. Let's jump through most of the field here as we see these guys battling. We also got Azrael. He's kind of just in a plane of his own. He's not close enough for the car in front to get that slip, but he's not giving a slip behind anyone else. He's just plodding along. Maybe that's for the better through corners. He may make time up while these guys all in front have to follow one by one. As we see Boosted coming up, back up to 5th.
Waitsy's in his BMW. Yes, Chunky. I saw that you said that in the comments there. I don't know what his cars are.
As SD's right on behind Waitsy again. As he looks down the inside here, I think. This will be a bold move. Does he overtake? I think he's going to go for the overtake now.
Done.
And now
took it there.
Waitsy has a look around. I think he gives that up and just chooses to stick behind. Might be for the better, try and recover some of his fuel back. But yeah.
Apex with a 1.5 second penalty.
Oh, I'm wondering where they're getting their penalties from, because it's not really a runoff area to this. None I've seen. Maybe just going outside the white lines, just going too far out of track limits, I would suppose. As Waitsy goes for the move down the inside here. And I think, yeah, he makes that move stick. I think SD just backed out of it. I think he felt like he just needed to back out of it and not let any other car into this DRS.
Dunn and Waitsy are really... Dunn keeps pushing up on him. I think Dunn could pass him if he could get around him cleanly. I think he would be gone after about a lap and a half.
It might be with that. It just might be better sticking behind him, try and save
for the long
fuel.
Haul.
Yeah, just try to save your fuel. Maybe try and look and see if you don't need to make that pit stop. But he has a look down here.
He's definitely saving a bit because he's pulling draft so much.
Yeah.
He's definitely saving a little bit of fuel. Waitsy's definitely burnt the most fuel out of everyone.
That's the thing. He's been in the lead for so long. I wouldn't imagine to go side by side through here. Just inviting the other cars onto the back of them.
You got lucky and boosted in your rearview mirror. How would you feel?
I wouldn't feel that great. I would be wondering what I'm doing in this lobby. So.
Right? Like, that's what I'm saying. But and how did I get in this position? But they are.
Now the top 5 on a train with each other.
They are running it down.
As we see, just Waitsy is burnt a little bit more fuel, but it's not that much.
A half-second penalty again.
It's just maybe track limits right here, because there's different limits to the track in different races. Maybe it's just over the white line you get the slap on the wrist and you get that penalty. So also Dad gets a penalty, so he will not be alone. So we also see Panda's just now joined the back. It just shows you how much when they follow each other through corners, just how slow it becomes. But with that slip, as we see SD falling down to 5th, I wonder if something happened there.
A little
just maybe
issue, maybe.
Maybe just pushed a little bit wide and a little bit of door bashing. Maybe, you never know though. But that's how it is. If you don't get a good line out of here and you're dragged off it, it could just show you how much you lose time-wise. Just try and make an overtake.
Boosted and Dad with a half-second penalty.
It's going to be interesting though. I would imagine they would fall behind SD, but would fall behind Panda. Let's go and jump to the other group of cars is also here. As we see Honden at the lead of this group of cars with Apex behind. then Air, and then Azrael, and who else behind? Alacost. Which is, it just shows you if you split up into like a group of cars, you can just all push and try and make the game back. It's like NASCAR when they all try to sit behind each other and push with each other.
Pump draft.
Yeah.
We're doing it down a straight line, boys. Then we're gonna take a left turn.
It gets to that part. I wonder who at the end will be the one to come best out of it if they're all working together. Because I'm sure they don't want each other to win. I'm sure they want themselves to win if you were in that front pact. And even in this pact, they'll probably all try and work with each other, push each other back to that front pack if they start fighting. So, it's interesting. It is quite interesting.
Let's go on back up here through. I've just been looking around the track and around the pack, and
I think Air gets overtaken by Azrael and by Alacost there. And all he sticks around the outside there, gets this inside corner. Yeah, and he defends well here, but I'm just hoping he's not defending too much to get out of that slipstream. So that's the thing. Do you try and defend the position but lose out in the slipstream, or do you just give up the position and get the slipstream? It's a real boggling thing to think about when it's this race. But hey ho. As we see someone
especially on
around
a long straight track like this. Who spun?
Dad spun.
Oh no.
Oh no. That's not gonna be
great. Those tires are getting worn, and once those tires start getting worn, he avoided all damage though, so he didn't get any damage.
Let's just hope. You're probably hoping to try and catch the back of Alacost and try and get that slip to stay with this pack.
Yeah.
But it looks like the last corner's a difficult corner to try and stick on.
Yeah, that last corner there and that curb on the inside, if you're on the gas too soon on the coming off that curb, it tries to whip you around. Wait till you back up to first place, by the way.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's a good thing for him right now. Maybe it might be better to drop back behind someone and try and get that fuel back, because it's a massive difference if you look to Lucky. Or to Wrench, sorry.
Panda's burnt a good bit of fuel too.
Yeah.
I tell you, Honda has it seems like the best right now. Honda and Boosted have the best fuel.
Best fuel, yeah. Maybe starting out slow, maybe, and then just working your way through the pack. Not trying to work your way through straight away, but
Alacost has got pretty good fuel as well.
They're all different cars, all different tanks, that's the thing. So, I don't know.
I see Honden's fuel saving a little bit probably, and he's doing a good job. He's got decent tires compared to a lot, and his fuel is looking really good. So
top five
Boost
always
is just fast.
Yeah, as we see, the top five just all sticking with each other. So there's not really any gaps. Yeah. Oh.
Panda fell back a little bit, but we got 1, 2, 3, 4, just a good bunch flying down the straights.
Yeah, it's true. Oh, there's someone off. Is that Panda off on the track? Oh, maybe just getting the braking wrong or something scared him there.
It's alright. He'll get
He's
it together.
back on the track, no damage, just maybe try to get those dirty tires off now and try and get back
I commend him. He's still out here being all sick as can be, so he's got some serious sickness. So
we see Honden's also broke the gap for the cars behind as well.
Dad with a half-second penalty back there.
As the track's already at night time as well, it's getting to the nearly pitch black as well. So hopefully these guys can see. I'm just going to check for the guys all pitting behind each other. I think Glossboss is struggling on those hards right now. But maybe he's thought of the strategy. I'm just going to use these hards and try and fuel save. But Don't know if it'll work. As you see, also Haz and Smiley. They're not really. No one back here's really close to each other. I thought they would try and maybe all work together here, but maybe I'm wrong.
Lucky took first place back through the Porsche curves. I've got the curve names on Google now, so haha.
Oh.
It's a moment and chance to learn at the same time.
I think it's boosted. Looks. They had a little look down the inside. I think. Maybe just deciding to back off.
Said, "Hey, I'm right here.
Yeah.
See me?"
It might have just. No, he's sticking with him. I thought that might compromise, maybe doing a little wiggle before braking zone. But as we see, SD with a 1 second penalty. So maybe.
Ooh.
Maybe it is, if you just go onto those curbs a bit too much, the game will just decide to give you a penalty.
Yeah, I think if your left tires go over the inside red curb there and don't stay on the track or on the green, you'll get a penalty there.
Yeah, that is true. As now, I think the front two are now pulling away from Waitsy. So now
Waitsy's going to have fuel soon.
Yeah. I think Waitsy will have to stop. He will definitely have to stop soon. Maybe I don't know what the fuel is. I've not really practiced. So, what would you say the fuel is from there?
I think
Waitsy's car?
On Waitsy's car, it's looking. He may have a lap left. Just one.
One lap. So you also see these two go.
He may have to fuel after this lap, actually. Just depends on.
Oh, as we see,
I don't know if he'll be able to
going
get,
wide. Oh.
In the gravel.
Just getting that corner completely wrong. As we see Panda also crawling up to the back of him. And now I wonder what these two will do.
Alex with the half-second penalty.
Seems to be, there's definitely a lot more penalties now in this race than there is in different races, so that's control. Oh,
if you get a clean race bonus here, you definitely deserve a round of applause.
As these two go side by side into, I'm not even sure what that corner is. I'm not gonna lie. As dragged Waitsy back in, he was over nearly a second behind, but he's within a second now, so that's interesting.
Honda with a 1 second penalty back there.
As Busted looks down the inside and gets that move done. But he goes a bit deep. He's went a bit deep. Oh, and Waitsy's now
That's
here.
going to be a penalty.
I'm not 100% sure. He did touch the gravel there, so it might be a penalty, it might not. I think he might have just got away with it.
Dang, lucky squeezed by.
So you see these two. It's also Honda's got a second penalty behind. It's such close racing where you just don't know who to watch, what time to watch. It's just sitting there, you're watching them all go around.
I just like popping through them all and seeing who's where.
Yeah. So now I'm gonna go back to Waitsy because I'm having a look at this show. Could he do one more lap?
I don't think so. I don't think that's enough for one more lap.
But the only thing is, it might not be a full lap, but if you can sit in these guys' slipstream, you can turn the engine down a little bit. Yeah, and that should help him pull along.
May work.
But I think we'll see with that. We'll see. I think it's not flashing red, which usually is a sign that you're probably going to come in the next lap. But yeah, he might be the first one of these.
It just started flashing red.
Oof. No, that's the thing. If he can get into a slip, if it's just started flashing red, I would imagine if he gets a slip, turns the engine down a little, he could make another lap. But we'll definitely see when he comes up to the pits if he goes in or not. It's the pit entry's right there. Does he dive into the pits? He dives into the pits.
In. Smart move not to push it, but
I think he'll be the first person without damage to pit. If I'm correct, definitely. I might be wrong. Might have
Azrael's in.
Azrael as well, and Aaron as well. Maybe just Waitsy just pitting there just set a chain reaction for some cars that were closer to him.
I know Azrael had the red flashing fuel. That BRZ's got a small fuel tank, so
Yeah. So I imagine, but the front two now have they have a 4-second penalty to the rest of the field. I wonder what these
Yeah.
guys were going to think about whilst they're going around. Do they? I don't know. Do they start? I wouldn't imagine they would start fuel saving now. But maybe Range tries to stay out with Boosted as long as he can, and maybe tries to pit at the exact same time as him. But I don't know.
They've got very close fuel. Boosted's got a little bit more. Boosted may be able to pull 2 laps here.
But we know that Lexus has a big fuel tank, so when it says a low, it probably still has like, I don't know, half a lap. But
yeah, I'm watching.
I don't know. That'll be interesting to see from
Panda's gonna have to fuel here after this lap.
Now, with Panda
Alcos.
fueling right now, and he'll have that penalty, dragging him near to SD. Does SD follow Panda in for new tyres and that to fuel up as well? This the same as Panda. Maybe try and bump each other up. Or do they go different times? I just wonder what the drivers are thinking when they're thinking about their pit stops around here. Do I go in on my own or do I go in with someone else? But yeah, I don't know what you think, but
Lucky took Boosted.
overtook Boosted.
Yeah.
Every time I switch away from them, they always
It was just I came back to it and saw it and was like, oh.
As we see Boosted just sitting behind him, looking down that inside, I would imagine he would back off.
Yeah, they're not gonna do anything crazy here.
Ooh, his rage
Yeah,
gets
I
a
say
little,
that.
his rage gets a little wobble out of that corner as well. But I imagine
They're
that
not
would.
gonna do anything crazy.
I would imagine that tyre and how cold it is. It's probably not very nice to drive at the moment. Just wonder. I'm just gonna have a little flick through the pack and see if any other close cars. We got a Honda and Alacoast in a little pack as well, little 2-man pack. Back here, roughly. As we see, has Honda got the most fuel? I'm not really sure here. Still got quite a lot of fuel left for 8 laps.
Does. Dunn and Panda are totally coming in for fuel. I think Alicos will too. I think he will too.
As my controller just died as well. I was just about to say something. That's great. But yeah, I would. You just don't
Dad's
know.
gonna come in.
I think you're
Apex.
seeing all the car types to have roughly about the same fuel tanks all come in with each other. But you know, some of these drivers love to try and save fuel and try and cheap out somewhere. So I wouldn't imagine seeing some cars you've seen pit earlier just stay out a little bit longer than others. So as I think we just seen Panda dive. No.
Is he? Yeah, he's gonna do it right here.
Now, what does
Panda
SD
dives
do here?
in. SD dives in.
So,
Honda stays out. Alco stays out.
out.
He's going to fuel save one
Panda
more
on
lap.
0 fuel as well, pushing that car. Using fumes. As also Wrench comes in.
Oh.
Ooh.
Dad Leisure's in.
Dad Leisure's in. It looks like a group of cars just all coming in together.
Apex gonna stay out? Or is he coming in?
Apex. I think, yeah, he's staying out. He stayed out. Saying that McLaren's big fuel tank, it's really good on tyre wear, so I would imagine you would see them staying out, go for the long haul.
Alco's flashing red, but he's gonna fuel save one lap and make it one extra. I know it.
Well, if he's going to try and stay fuel safe, I would imagine he will try and stick to Honda as close as he can. But I imagine he's thinking, how much fuel does he have in front of me? That's probably the main reason, or the main thing you got to think about is the fuel and comparing it to other cars. So,
Boosted and Honda have the same fuel.
as Waitsy rejoins and in front of Panda. So him doing that undercut and doing that, getting that feeling's helped him, but I don't know. I don't think he's that much ahead of them too, which is kind of concerned when you've got the worst tyre and the, I would say, a little bit worse fuel. So
Yeah.
we'll scroll back to Apex on his own. He's just a lone warrior out there, but I don't think he'll mind that. He's probably got a game plan in mind.
He's having a good time. He's out there running his race. He's not worried about anything right this second other than getting to where he needs to go.
Yeah.
Now, I think when he goes in the pit this lap,
Mm-hmm.
Apex is totally. When he does, I think that Lucky and them are going to catch him and overtake him a little bit. But I don't know.
I would imagine because the pit lane is a big old pit lane. I would imagine it's roughly about 40 seconds, 50 maybe with fuel. I would say I'm not tested any of this.
Yeah, so Alicos and Honda may come out. Oh, Honda off a little bit. Alico's taking second place.
Oof. That's the thing with the you're gonna have worse tyres trying to push around with these guys in the back. As Range has got a 6-second gap to Waitsy, but I just want to flick back and see where did ST come out of. Well, he came a little bit behind, but he's. Oh, his Panda goes. Is that Panda renders that air? Oh, I heard the tyres squealing. And that's not going to help each other on this straight. It's going to definitely help Smiley and SD. They'll have the better exit, better traction, the more overspeed on these two.
Ooh. More smoke, more debris flying off that one. They were pushing it there.
Yeah. I think Panda just holds on. I wonder what happened there. I just heard the tyres squealing there. As it sounded like someone went round, but yeah.
Alco's fuel is blinking, and Honda, he's blinking as well. So they're both coming in right now.
Yeah, I would imagine they would stay together. I wonder what Boosted's thinking here. He's staying out. This will be 1 lap longer.
Yeah. Oh! Gloss is off in the back, but he's alright.
You're right, sticking with him. I wonder how those hards feel right now on Gloss's car. I think he might be the only one on hards. As we see Boosted come in, the leader comes in for his pit stop. Now, you did say that these two will be coming in. Yep, both in as they go to spectate, so they're in.
Yeah.
Apex will come in, so let's see where Range will come out in the aftermath of all these cars pitting here. I don't know if he's pushing on. He'll definitely be pushing, but how hard is he going to push here? That's the question.
26, 27, 28, 29, 30. I'm counting.
So, and as Range takes the lead of the race, but Boosted's going to have a better exit here, but he'll have the colder tyres, not warmed up like Range, as Range just goes around the outside to take the lead. Did I just see a pair of softs on someone?
Yeah, Alicos is on softs.
Alicos on soft.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
What a risky business.
He's definitely going to have to put it in. I would imagine he's going to get those tyres that long, but maybe I'm wrong.
Way. He's pitting again. He's definitely pitting again. He also didn't full fuel.
Yeah. Maybe he's just going to take a gamble on the strategy here, unless everyone's going to two-stop. Maybe everyone is two-stopping. Maybe.
Dad's on softs as well.
That's gonna throw it's gonna throw a Range and everything. So yeah. So I'm just checking through the whole. Yep, Dad on softs. Israel's still on. So we've only really got everyone else on mediums, except from Alicos, Dad, and Gloss. All on, well, Dad and Alicos on the softs, Gloss
Yeah,
on the
gloss
hards.
on the hards.
So I'm wondering, I don't know.
Gloss Boss just quit out.
Oh, that's not a good look. I hope he didn't mean that. I know it's a frustrating race, but I hope he
Can't
didn't
let it
mean
get to
that,
you
man.
that bad.
Yeah,
Just finish it out, get the points, but it is what it is.
I'm just
Breathe
hoping.
about it.
I'm hoping that's DC and not a proper thingy, but
Yeah,
I don't know. So you see SD on the back of Panda here. Now, when these guys pitted, there was a slight gap, but with that contact from air, it's really just brought these guys all close together. Because now you see Hondon at the back of it. I know Alicos is at the front of it, but if he'd done the exact same as Hondon and fueled up, he would definitely be on the back of this pack. It's just interesting.
Look at them all stacked together right there through the
Yeah.
straights.
It is just a bit of NASCAR, isn't it? All the
It's just-
straights are
but
just
it's-
tucking it all in.
Oh yeah, but it's good to watch. It's definitely
It's
drama filled.
It is drama filled. Hopefully this won't be too drama filled, but you never know. So
Haj Azrael and Apex in the back there just doing their thing.
oh yeah, where did Apex come out in? Because he pitted with all the front four all pitted together, so I wonder where he
Came out last. Or he's last place right now.
Hmm.
No damage.
Yeah, he was pitting because of the fuel and getting new tires. I would probably think he's got one of the best tires on with boosted and Honda. And definitely
Wait
Alicos,
till he
but
overtook Alicos.
maybe. Yeah, that's true. Wait till over Alicos. Maybe Alicos is not trying to burn those softs as quickly as he can. Maybe he's just leaving about. I don't know.
Trying to tire whisper a little bit, but I'm
Yeah,
not
I
sure
would
either.
imagine that's going to be hard, but tire wear for I would say only 1-2 laps. Oh, as Whitesy goes. Oh, as Alicos gets pushed onto the gravel. That's not what you want to see. As Panda just breezes past. That's not. I don't think he would have liked that to happen. As SD now has a look at him, he's got dirty tires and he's not having a good run now. Smiley's also
Keep
on the
your
back.
business together and
Yeah.
alright.
That brings now Whitesy. Is now brought onto this back. Them two just got brought in because of that little knock going in there.
Dropped him back a bit.
Yeah. But the front two already nearly 12 seconds off a third, which is crazy. So, but saying that, this race could still finish either way.
Oh yeah, this is anybody's race right now. We still have 12 laps to go, and we're only 11 in.
Yeah.
So,
Hasn't felt that long, but it's definitely been that long.
oh yeah.
It's also going to be hard for some people to keep their mind into this. Keep going around and around, saying the same things, seeing the same people.
Just keeping focused is a whole nother game. The mental battle is one in itself, you know. How many times can you see the same curves before you goof one?
Yeah.
Exactly, so.
It's going to be keeping it as these two go side by side into this corner. Front two just... Oh, it's clean. Wrench with the inside just gets ahead of him, but... You can imagine they'll be back side by side with that slipstream as well.
Most definitely. Give me just 1 second.
No worries, take your time. I'm just gonna flick through, so roughly about the halfway point we've got Wrench in the lead for now. As Boosted's right beside him, they're side by side. Waitsy in third, with Panda following suit and SD. We've also got Air back there in sixth. We've got Alcos in seventh, Smiley in eighth, Honden in 9th, Dad in 10th, Asriel in 11th, Haz in 12th, and Apex in 13th. We've also got Gloss with a DNF as well. So we get back to these front two that are just going side by side nearly every straight. It's gonna be definitely hard to see who comes out on top with this, but you never know. So we'll leave these two, we'll leave these two to battles. We go and have a look through the field again. So you see Panda on the back of Waitsy. Waitsy doing a good race right now. Different strategy to most. He's one of the first people to pit without damage. As Panda, the Panda nearly loses the car, or did he do that on purpose to get a better exit? I'm not really sure. It looked like he was losing the car, but going side by side with Waitsy here.
My wife called me. I had to go get my puppy.
No worries. Panda and Waitsy go side by side still into this corner. Panda gets ahead now, but
where are we at here?
Still just coming on to lap 12. Don't worry about it. This is still all play. Third is really going to be a contested battle here. I would definitely say any car from third to definitely 8th for the now will be in this battle. Definitely for this battle, but Panda pulling a little gap to the cars behind now. I don't know if Waitsy's just a cork in the bottle right now. Maybe not. Maybe. Just don't know.
I'm not sure. What I do know is Alico's softs aren't looking that horrible compared to his medium comrades.
Yeah. That also on the sauce, on and looking after. I would definitely think the top 10, they've all got a shot at going to third. It's not out of the range of possibilities here.
Yeah. I don't. That's gonna be a battle all the way to the end. All these guys from 3 even back to what? 10th. They're all right there. Yeah.
They're all together. They're not that far apart, but Panda's now trying to pull a gap now. Maybe he's got Pat Waits and he said, right, I'm going to push now and build that gap. I don't want to be near that pack and giving them the slip that they want. But, yeah. See, Waitsy, nearly half his tank already. Looking at the other guys, they're not on half their tank. Oh, Air's at half his tank.
Alcos is about the same as Waitsy.
Yeah, he didn't full max. Maybe that's just...
Smiley's going in soon. After this lap.
He did pit for damage, I remember he did pit for that damage. Now the real question is, he'll definitely pit, but I would imagine he'll try and fuel up and go to the end.
Haj is going in.
Haz in?
He's going to definitely go in.
I imagine they both at the same time, both the same car. Maybe both the same plan as well. But, yeah.
Possibly.
So we'll go back to the front two, which, let's be honest, they're in a league of their own right now, at the front.
They're just pulling, drafting each other, rolling down the road like it's a Sunday cruise. But hey, if you can do that, rock and roll. They're playing that long game.
Yeah, they have been attacking. They've been going for the overtakes on each other as well.
They're
just shows you, and it's gonna this battle will definitely last until the end of this race, I would imagine. Unless one of them makes a mistake, but this will definitely be going.
Ooh, see, Lucky goes inside.
Right.
Around the outside goes boosted a bit. Woo, a little squiggly.
As they're going side by side into the next corner.
Ooh, right. Over under move.
As I think Reg will take that position now. Yeah, they're just in a league of their own, just having a little fight once in often, and then just start pulling the. But the gap is.
I was watching there, Panda was just sneaking a little peek around the corner. He could barely see him, so.
As the gap has definitely came down. Last time I checked, the proper gap it was nearly 12 seconds, but now it's coming down to 10.8, which is coming down. But man, I just don't think they'll be caught up to. As also SD gets past Waitsy, but Waitsy's got a 1 second penalty.
I don't know where he picked that up. Ooh, Alico's a bit drifty.
Maybe those soft tires are not feeling the nicest now.
No, his rears are getting toasted for sure.
Now, I would imagine... Oh, his Waitsy gets a 2.5.
Oh,
that's a big penalty. It was a second. It was a 1 second a minute ago. Now it's 2.5.
He'll serve it in next lap here. So
next lap, that will drop him down, which you don't want to. You don't want to see that. But
take it back a couple of places and look at Dad's tires. They're just toasted as well.
Toasted. Smiley comes into the bits. We had a feeling he would come in with Haz as well. They'll both definitely be pitting this lap.
Yeah.
Dad, also on the sauce, compared to we go to Alacost, who went in, he definitely went in a couple laps after, and they look like they're already halfway worn. Dad, they're more worn than nearly. It's weird.
It's very strange how bad the softs burn compared to the mediums.
It's a big lap though, that's the thing. It's a nearly a 4 minute lap. Just about.
And you're going so fast.
And you gotta go faster in tier as well. You're also probably sitting in. You're probably sitting in that dirty air, which don't think will help. Oh, something happened.
2.5 second penalty.
Oh, I wonder has she got the same? Is that the same penalty as Waitsy? Maybe they found the same place. If we just go back onto him, as he said, it's a purple sector. We'll probably see a lot of purple sectors tonight, but maybe not a fastest lap for most of them. Yeah, but
how many laps do you think Alco's got left on those softs? I'd say maybe 2.
I would imagine it depends.
Oh no, maybe. So listen, they did how many laps on the mediums? They did 9.
Roughly about 9. Yeah.
So he's at 13 laps here. If he pits after this lap and puts the mediums back on and
he'll
fuels,
definitely get to the end. Yeah.
That's what he's gonna do.
It's interesting to think about. I don't know how many people are actually thinking about one stop in this race. Definitely because none of them are really putting the hards. Maybe most of them are thinking the fuel tank's too low. That's why they can't one stop. But that's Waitsy goes wide. Oh no! What happened there? Was there a bit of contact or?
I'm not sure.
I think there might have been. Zare's also a bit slow there as well. Maybe he's giving back that position, or is he just? Yeah, that's not a good thing for these two. They were definitely way in front of Dad and Honden, but now they're on the back of them.
Yeah, I think Air gave back the position to Waitsy.
Just maybe outbraking yourself, but you'll have that extra speed in the dirty air. Or the slipstream, sorry. In the slipstream.
I know what you mean.
As I've went back to Panda to look at the front two's gap, it's came down a lot, but that's because of Boostie's penalty. Now these guys are broken up, we'll definitely see the pace if they were on their own compared to the other drivers. So, well, that slipstream, but they were battling, so I don't know. It's be interesting. It's definitely not over. I don't think Wrench is gonna. Definitely don't think he can stamp the win book yet. Maybe.
I don't think so. I don't think he can even stamp the not stopping. I think he may have to stop again.
I would imagine, just looking at Boosted, do you think he could go to the end on these tires? And this fuel?
I think the fuel could get him to the end. The tires are going to be his thing if he can make them work for himself and not be 7 seconds slower than his normal. But
just looking at the times now, it definitely looks like he's definitely 2 seconds slower. Roughly about lap 11 after he pitted, so he's definitely. I think he definitely is looking after those tires now.
Alco's still pushing. He did not go in.
Alco's pushing, but that a half a second penalty is not going to do him any good if he's pushing now. I would
he didn't go in
imagine
for those tires like I thought he would. Maybe
maybe
thoughts were
he's
wrong.
going to keep pushing on these softs while he's got this slipstream to basically guarantee he can push on those mediums at the end. Maybe that's what he's trying to do, just make it guaranteed that he can push full out at the end. Maybe not have to worry about the tires.
Waitsy's got 2 laps of fuel left.
It's also, where is Waitsy with that 2.5 second penalty all the way down in
Back in 9th.
9th? Yeah, that's a real shame.
Azriel's got 2 or 3 laps of fuel left.
Hasho, I don't know what's happened to him. Has he had to pit again, or because he was definitely up at the start, but maybe just struggling on the straights. I know that Subaru's not the quickest on the straight.
Hounding off a little wide there.
Maybe
but
just.
Dad is definitely going to have to pit within 2 laps as well.
Yeah, unless he tries to push these tyres to nearly red and then goes in. But if I know one thing about Dad, he does love to whisper to his tyres at some point, so I'm sure he can make them work. As I just see there, these two going closely together in front of Dad. The other soft runner trying to make an impression on ST, but it's just not working. I think the tyre difference now switched. It definitely has switched. Maybe.
Yeah, it's fighting him a little bit.
Not the best, but yeah.
Man, their times, like their lap times, are so close. Everybody's so close.
Does look close. Obviously, it does look close. As we see, just everyone's just keeping a rhythm. I think they're just all pushing in a rhythm. They just got to find that and keep pushing. But yeah, as I'm just gonna check with boosted, not making any grounds into range.
No, but he's fuel saving.
Yeah, it does look like he's fuel saving, but
he's almost got about a quarter tank more.
I wonder if French knows this. He might not know that he's fuel saving behind. Maybe he thinks he's got to make one of the more stop like me. So
if he's listening now, he knows.
Yeah, I think Alikos could just get a 2 second penalty now. So he must have got a 1.5 somewhere. And that's gonna definitely make him into the clutches of air.
Yeah, I think he may pit this lap.
Maybe, or does he? Yeah, it's tough to say. Definitely, we've seen a Porsche take these tires to 9 laps. So I wonder if he goes in now, or does he? I wouldn't imagine he tries to push another lap. But looking at the fuel, he might go for another lap.
Yeah, it's the he does have enough. Is the risk worth the reward?
That's the thing. I don't know.
We're gonna find out.
We're definitely gonna
find
out.
He thinks it's worth it.
He's staying out another lap on these tires. Maybe just hoping and praying at the end these guys are gonna have to pit as well. Maybe try and get the same laps. His dad comes into the pits now, as we both said. And
so does Waitsy.
Waitsy comes in the pits. Both Mark. Let's see who has the quicker pit stop. As both the Mark boys will pit. So we go back to.
Waitsy's in the BMW.
Is he? I thought it was in the Mark.
Yeah.
Sorry for that.
It's okay.
Well, it was BMW versus Mark as we're on with Honden, which he's definitely had a quiet race, Honden. Not getting, I wouldn't imagine, has he been in trouble this race?
Not really. A little bit with Azriel, Alikos, when they were battling pretty hard for second and third, I think, or third and fourth.
Yeah. Yeah, we see. I know, I'm just looking at this field. There's going to be cars that are pitting, cars that are not pitting. I wonder what cars are definitely going to. What would you say is definitely going to have to pit another stop? It's definitely
This
Alicross will definitely have to.
this lap, Alcos is going to go in, I think, unless he's fuel saving really hard. Airman's flashing red, so he's going to go in now.
So these guys would imagine they're coming at the same time.
I think Azrael's going to pit this lap, if not next. He won't have the fuel to make it anymore after that. So I think Lucky may have to pit one more time. I don't think he's going to get 8 laps on that fuel.
No, but the real question is, if French does pit, I definitely think Boosted. I don't know if he. It's interesting because I don't imagine Boosted will pit again. I feel like he'll definitely stay this out.
Yeah,
The question
I think
is,
Boosted's going to hang on to the whole time.
oh, well, I just wonder, like, will Range be able to, like, catch back up to him? It's going to definitely be a big gap. He'll have to fuel again, put on new tires, but yeah.
Wait till he comes out in 10th place.
That's not a bad stop.
Mm-mm.
See these two.
Dad with a pit line cross penalty. He got 3 seconds.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. So we're on.
Alcos is flashing red. Airman's flashing red.
Definitely, these two will definitely be going on. I imagine they'd be
Azrael
diving
flashing
into the
red.
pits. Yeah, I would imagine Alicos is definitely going to come in. Those tires look horrible to be on.
That back left is gone.
Yeah, it's gone. It's really bad. Also, the fuel. I don't even think he's got enough fuel to go another lap.
Definitely not. No, you wouldn't be able to even if you wanted to.
Maybe he's done this pit stop. Maybe this is how he planned this pit stop out. He's maybe got it to perfection. The tires
Could
and the
be.
fuel.
I'm not sure. I really don't know what his plan was all the way. I didn't practice enough really for this week, so I'm probably gonna have a rough time, but it's okay.
He pitted on, I would say, he pitted on lap 9, 10.
Yep.
And this is lap 15. So I don't think he puts on. He's not gonna put on another sauce. He's gotta go on to mediums, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I don't think he'd run enough. I don't think he'd have enough tire to finish the race.
Yeah. But
We have fuel plenty, but not tire.
We have definitely seen drivers finish races on 0 tire. It's not impossible. Yeah, they both come into each other. But you're on less fuel than Alicos, so it's interesting. There's also Honden follows them in as well, so that's interesting.
I think Boosted may make it. Yeah.
He may. That's always the question. It always looks like he can make it, but sometimes you just don't make it. That's the thing. They've built that gap up though. Boosted's built the gap back up to 10 seconds, which is crazy for these two to do. I think he's really pushing back up to range now.
Lucky's gonna pit on this lap or next. Pan's gonna pit this lap or next.
I would imagine range will probably try and stay out as long as possible. Maybe could that Lexus put on the softs? I know we were just looking at Alicos and it was burning up, but
7 laps.
Yeah, big fuel tank, so he might not need to fuel as much. He might not have to fuel much of the tank as the rest of them, which will be kinder to his tires. But yeah. I don't know.
You're right. You're right though, Z. Zaskar said everyone else is gonna have to do one more for sure.
Yeah. I just don't know if Boosted kinda just looking at it. He might, but he's definitely gonna be slow at the end if I have to say anything about it.
That whole pit lane and pit stop is like 50-something seconds, so.
Yeah. But I imagine these guys definitely know if they pit now, they definitely know they're gonna go to the end, so they'll start pushing, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Alcos
has plenty of fuel.
Waitsy back up to 5th after his earlier pit stop than the rest. So it's roughly about 47 seconds to the gap to 4th for him. So we'll just see if where he comes out compared to the top 4 or to 4th place.
Dunn is flashing red, Panda's flashing red, and Lucky is flashing red now.
Yep, I don't see any of these guys on the softs. They definitely made the right plan with it. We also see Apex out as well. He's not. He pitted. He went long, didn't he? He went the same time as Boosted. Now, could that tire get to the end? Knowing that McLaren is really good on its tires, but I'm not 100% sure. But depends.
Jaskar said that he thinks, he's commenting on the stream, he thinks that Boosted's going to have, in the end, a little bit of fuel advantage because he'll have less fuel. He'll have to fuel less.
Yeah, there is that as well. That is if Boosted pits. We don't know if he's going to pit. That's the thing. He does have, but he's got 2 options that leaves Boosted open with. We definitely know Wrench has got 1 option. He'll be definitely pitting sometime soon. I don't see that fuel getting to the end. I'm very interested on what was going to happen with Apex. Will he pit again?
Lucky is in.
Will he stay out? Wrench comes in?
No, Lucky is in. Yeah, Wrench.
And I imagine these, the Ferrari, Panda and SD will follow. Yeah. They all went in at the same time last one. Yep, they all follow each other in. I'm going to stay on with Waitsy for the now to see where he'll relatively come out. I would imagine he'll be coming out behind these 3 guys in front. But you never know. So it's going to be an interesting. It's definitely going to be an interesting final part of the race. It definitely is.
They are coming to the wire here, even though it feels like a ways out still. I'm sure they're over there battling themselves mentally.
Yeah.
Like looking at that time and looking at the laps left, just man.
Definitely be shouting at their pit as well to fuel them, hurry up, fuel them, get me out, hurry up and fuel me and get me out of this pit box. Definitely, I don't think any of them want to be behind this group of cars that have already pitted. Panda will make it out in front of these cars. Now, SD, will he make it out? Oh, it's going to be close. I think he just makes out in front, but he's got those cold tyres. Oh, they went side by side. Waitsy gets in front of SD.
Now can they catch Panda?
The real question is, but SD's got those cold tyres right now. These other drivers are running warmer tyres. So they've got to think about this. This guy's on colder tyres, but no, they're all looking fine. That was very close. I definitely think we were right with the 50-second pit stop, it looks like.
Yeah. Boosted's got a 46-second gap right now, but it's closing.
Yeah, you would imagine it closes with the tyre difference. But Range fuels his car all the way up for this many laps left, so I think Boosted might have to come in. I don't think he can get to the end if he's filled up to the end. If he's filled up most of his tank to go to the end, I would imagine Boosted will have to come back in. Now the question is, what tyre will he select if he does come in?
I'm gonna guess and say he's gonna go mediums. Honestly, I'm seeing everybody else went mediums. I really feel Smiley's on softs right now.
Yeah, but I would imagine, but it might have seen what Holocaust was doing on those softs, because he definitely would have been in his thingy, and he would have seen how long he probably stayed out on those. He definitely knows if he pits now, it's going to be rough to get to the end, so if he is going for the softs, I would imagine he goes one more lap to guarantee it, but that's if he goes to the softs.
What will he do?
That is the
It's
question.
a mystery.
So we see the as you can see, there's just a gap between Range and Panda just growing even bigger because of how big that fuel tank is for that Lexus. It just saves so much in a pit stop because you're filling up roughly about the same percent as each other, but obviously the bigger the fuel tank, the more fuel you're getting in every like percentage. So it's gonna be an interesting. So we go on. I'm just watching Panda for a bit, just looking at that beautiful Ferrari. Got to say, it looks lovely.
It does look good.
And I'm not biased.
Up a great race.
I'm not biased. Don't say that. As he flashes his lights, he's probably watching, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. You're doing awesome, brother, man. You're doing awesome, even with everything considering. You know, we wish you well over here. You're doing great. Keep at it, buddy.
So we'll go back to Waitsy as we see ST's held on with those cold tyres. He's probably got those tyres warmed up. He's gonna have the better tyres out of all these guys here, but I don't know. Waitsy's tyres still look good, but his fuel. Wait a minute.
His fuel's
Waitsy's fuel.
low.
Is he gonna have to pit again? I definitely don't think he can get to the end with this fuel.
That's scary. Oh no.
Maybe going in that early? It's hurt him. Oh, has he forgot to fuel?
May have.
Just looking at the lap he went in lap 14, 15?
Yeah. He may have to pit for. He's definitely gonna have to pit for fuel one more time, I think.
If everyone else is pitted for nearly the max fuel, with only like one more lap added on, I don't think he's gonna get to the end. He'll come in this lap or the next. Oh, as we see a little fight by the back, it allows Alicos to get through. I think ST and Honda were just too busy fighting each other to realise the threat of Alicos in the back. But that's going to invite Ertig now join them. He'll definitely come.
SD gave Honda a shunt right there a little bit too.
Maybe something going on. But we'll go back to the front. The gap's staying roughly the same. Lucky not really not really making an impact. But yeah, Boost is definitely going to be coming in soon.
Yeah, he's flashing, so.
Flashing. I did say the fuel might not get there, and it just looks like the fuel could be so, like, deceptive. It might look like a lot, but it's not going to last a lot. You know what I mean? It's not,
especially on this track. He's got 47-second lead right now. Do you think he comes in for? I mean, I know he's coming in, but for that little bit of fuel and tires, do you think he's going to come out in front of Lucky? It's about a 50-second pit.
Yeah.
47-second. I think he's going to come out behind Lucky.
It depends how much he's got less to fuel, but I don't know. It's going to be close. I would imagine it's definitely going to be close. There's not going to be much time between the two.
Dunn and Honda, both with a half-second penalty.
I wonder what's happened here.
Going to give Airman a shot once they serve it.
It's also going to allow Alicos to get away from them as well.
Especially with the looming threat of Waitsy's red flashing fuel now.
But I wouldn't imagine most of them know about Waitsy having this fuel.
No, that's going to be a shock to them. I'm sure they're going to go, what?
It's a shock to us as well, because...
Yeah, indeed.
We definitely thought he was going to fuel, and I was a bit concerned when he was that far ahead of Dad. I know he had the 3-second penalty, but they were close together on track, but maybe this explains it. He's just made a mistake.
It's
a very bad mistake to make, but
yeah, it's gotta hurt. It's gotta hurt knowing if you didn't do it intentionally. And I'm sure he didn't.
Or maybe is he going for the fastest lap here? Maybe he's just taking away points. Maybe he's just throwing it in the wind. We don't know. But
Boosted into the pits.
yeah, I'm jumping on my wrenches to see where Boosted will come out. This is it. This will definitely decide where they're gonna end up in this race. Boosted not fueling yet.
Still not fueling.
He's starting to fuel now.
Here he goes.
Here we go. This will definitely determine this race.
Oh, it's coming to it. He's doing the last bit of chicane.
Oh, he's
Oh,
went
he's
to
out.
softs.
He's on softs.
I did say he would go into softs, but yeah.
12, 10, 7, 6,
He's
5.
He's a far ahead. He's a couple seconds.
4 seconds. Almost 5 seconds. Waits he's in.
Waits he's in, and I bet these boys that were behind him are sitting there kicking themselves because he definitely shouldn't be going back in. Maybe he should. It's probably just a mistake. We all make mistakes sometimes.
Definitely.
But now
Make my fair share.
so did I, man. So did I. But now we got this little battle for a fifth going on between Honda and SD and Air joining. So closest people as SD gets a penalty, a 0.5 second penalty.
Waitsy and Apex is in as well.
Now I know he's went to softs and they'll be good, but they should be gradually getting worse than the mediums. I wonder if he's done the test and he knows when the tire swap happens.
But he's got about 4 laps.
Yeah.
On those softs, and yeah, that's about where they die off at, is 3 or 4. So
yeah. We
it
did
could
see
be real good.
We did see with Alicos that he got them definitely to 5 laps, roughly. So.
And that's about the end of it, though.
Yeah, they didn't look that nice at that point. As we're talking about him, he's just sitting there plodding along in no man's land, to be honest.
4th place, rolling.
Just rolling. It has been a chaotic race at the start.
It has. He took a shunt earlier from Wrench, and Wrench apologized and all that. I mean, there's been plenty of love shared around this race.
Yeah. It's definitely been one of the craziest starts to a race. But now there are a lot of laps in, a lot of hours. Oh, and I don't even know. We definitely passed the hour mark. We're 100% already past the hour mark for this. But maybe everyone's just try to calm down and just see this race off and make no more stupid mistakes. But yeah.
Man, look at him. 5.1 sec, 5.3.
5.3. Yeah, on those softs as well.
But you know Lucky's got to feel good a little bit being able to see him.
Yeah. And he'll definitely know he is on the softs. Which might give him a confidence as well.
Just telling himself, hey, hold it together, because in the end I may have better tires than him.
Yeah. And also he has better fuel. Now having a look at both of them. Just over a tank is Boosted on half a tank.
I think Boosted would want less fuel though, since he has those softs for less weight to not burn him as much. So,
but then he's definitely got more fuel to burn as well.
Yeah.
He's got turning it up as he's setting a purple sectors right now, trying to gain on Boosted. Yeah, it's just how it sometimes happens.
Keeping a 5.5 second or so lead right now is where they're at.
It's not really dropping at all. As he sets the fastest lap of the race. He is pushing, he's definitely going to be 100% pushing to the end.
Oh yeah, he's trying to do his best and everything he can to catch him. Alcos up with a almost 5 second gap on Hamden and Dunn and SH back there.
I wonder what's happened there. The gap wasn't that big, and we know SD had that penalty, but I don't know.
Panda running the race of his dreams right now. Only if he could catch Lucky.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna be having one of those boring races where you're not really racing against anyone, but it's one of those good races that you want where you can just sit there and concentrate on your own race. I'm sure he'll be happy with it.
Yeah.
Which is good. Just back racing. He had that week off at the hospital, but this has definitely been a great performance from him to come back.
He's still there.
He's still there. He's still kicking.
He's in
still
hospital.
Yeah, he's in the hospital as well. You just can't take that man away from his Ferrari, I guess.
You can't keep him away. He's got to drive.
He's got to.
He said he needs his gasoline therapy, or what do y'all call it? Petrol therapy.
Petrol therapy. As I'm just flicking on to Alicos, that gap has definitely came down by Honda. Honda with a 1 second penalty.
Oh.
What is happening with the lead car of this group always getting a penalty?
I know it's scary to have somebody on you back there.
Yeah, but it's so weird that every time someone's leading this pack for 5th, they always get a penalty. Maybe it's like they're scared to be in 5th, but
I think it's the fear of just messing up and you end up pushing it a little bit through a corner somewhere.
Maybe just try and not go 100%. Maybe, as I've definitely said this with some other people, trying to not go for 100% around somewhere and like going to like 90. It's where you really make the mistakes because you're trying to just relax, but in doing that, you sometimes
just, your comment, you're right.
Which is weird. But I'm sure most of these people are definitely going to be given 100% of their race now as we're coming to the closing stages of this race.
We got 3 laps to go.
3 laps.
It's going to be down to the wire here for a few of them. Boosted pulled a 7-second gap on Lucky right now.
7. Oh, boy, they.
Alcos with only a 3.
But if you look at
the 1 second penalty.
But if you look at the tires right now, there's not really a difference between boosted and range. It seems like, and it's definitely softs will be coming down next lap. They will definitely have worse wear than these mediums.
Yes, they are, Panda. Panda said Lucky and Boosted in a league of their own.
I mean, you're not doing too bad yourself as well, Panda.
No, brother, man, you're running good, dude.
You're running good. You're doing really well. As SD gets in front of Honden, who's dropped
he
back.
He had that 1 second penalty.
Yeah, but it looks so far back. But I'm sure these two will fight in front of you. Have another go again in this position. As we see the Scotsman try to defend the 2 Dutchmen for this 5th as well.
Honden and Ehrman pushing on Dunn, and Dunn trying his best to catch Alcos and squeezing the gap down a smidge, but it's 4 seconds.
I wouldn't say Alcos is definitely not 100% safe as well. He is. No, he's definitely one of the first people to pit for their final pit stop, so I would imagine his tyres might be eking a little bit now.
He's got to hold on and just run his race and do the best he can. He'll get it.
I wonder if these guys know that Alcos was definitely in. But I don't know if his tyres were that bad. Would they've worked together to try and catch and go for a bit more points? But yeah, just think SD's just pulling away now. He's pulling away from them, so not letting them in the slipstream. I think that's what he's got to do to hold on to this 5th, as we see Honda going on to the grass a little bit.
In the rear of the pack from 6th down, they are running their own races.
As we see Air getting a 1 second penalty. And that's not going to help him as well. It's going to definitely help SD. He's going to have a big gap now.
Yeah, it's going to mix things up there a little bit with Air taking the penalty. He'll be back there a little bit with Hondon. Probably end up behind Hondon there.
Yeah, it's just 1 second. The gap was 1 second at one point, but I think Honda's now trying to reel him in. He sees that penalty. We'll go back here as well, as we've also got these guys at the back running their own races, as you said. We'll give them a bit of screen time, but I feel like, as you see, Adriel not having the race he thought, but doing well in that sewer with as you said at the start, a small tank of fuel. So
yeah, he's out there doing it. You don't see, there's nobody else around him, but hey, he's running. He ain't stopped. And
yeah,
same thing with Waitsy. Waitsy's up here now, by himself in 9th, and then Dad's in 8th by himself, pretty much there.
So we've also got
Hondon
Apex
back to 7th, and then
Apex in 11th. Apex in 11th, racing his own race. As we've got Haz at 12th, and we've also got Smiley. Has he pitted again?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what happened to Smiley earlier in the race.
Maybe
something happened to him, and
maybe he tried to go into the softs a bit too early, and now he's paying for it. So
could be.
Yeah. So go back up to the top, back up to boosted as he's made that gap, as he sets a really impressive time around here.
Yeah, 354.
354 around here is impressive. Softs definitely helped him with that, but he's making these softs stay alive, so you can't fault him for doing it.
Airman about to take his penalty.
As we go back to this close pack again, battle for 5th place.
Airman drops back to 7th.
Jack to 7th, not that far away though, so he's still there. As I'll just go into SD's Alicos, I think maybe got the message that SD was catching a little bit somewhere, just now starting to push away.
He figured something out real quick there, that's for sure. Or he pulled away far enough to where no draft is there anymore.
Yeah.
And then them mixing it up so much back there, they're not bumping each other down the straights as much.
No.
So they're not able to pull like they need to. Because if they worked in tandem and actually worked together, I think they could catch him down a straightaway. But
yeah. I don't know, that's the difficult part. Do you trust the people behind you to help you try and catch in front?
How much do you trust that other guy?
Yeah, because that other guy would definitely be trying to go for your position, and maybe even more if you all work together. But
right,
yeah,
it's just what you got to figure out what's best for you in the end game.
That is true.
Coming up on the last 2 laps here, though.
Last nearly, I would say, we'll go on to boosted. Just a lap and 3/4 left to go, I would imagine.
Yeah.
But yeah, look at his tyres though, and he only pitted like lap 19, and they're already halfway done.
And boosted tires look just about the same, except for that left rear.
The best part about that was I was talking about boosted, but you were obviously on range as well. It just shows you how similar their tyres are now. These guys were close together. I think just strategy just took them apart, I would imagine. Yeah, as we go back to Panda with a penalty. Not really put a foot wrong, I would say. He's obviously got some
really well.
He did go off, but he's obviously came back on, and he's obviously just put his head down after that mistake and just pushed.
These guys just running through the night through here.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Also, Alacost had that. He definitely had that problem as well of going off, but he's obviously done the same as Ban and just put his head down and started pushing.
Rock and roll.
He also did that soft stint, which I'm very impressed of how long you got those tires to keep going for him. I gotta say. As we'll just cut back here because these guys are just staying the same. It looks like whoever makes the mistake loses out in this little pack.
Yeah, for sure. Once you get a penalty, if it's over half a second, you're going to pay for it a lot.
And I'm pretty sure was it Honda and Air? They came together at the start, didn't they?
I believe so.
And they've found their way back up to 6th and 7th, which is pretty amazing as well.
Alcos took a shunt earlier in the race and dropped back to 10th, I think.
Yeah.
And then he's up to 4th here, doing a great job.
We also got SD, who's done an amazing job as well, I would say.
Smiley is doing some last lap shenanigans or something.
What's up with him?
Looks like he was waiting.
Maybe he's choosing to get lapped, so he doesn't need to do another lap.
I think so.
It might be that. Hopefully he's not going to get in the way of these drivers. But this is not.
Yeah,
it's not F1.
Not.
It's not F1 blue flag. So
no.
as we just I'm boosted as well. I think Air's catching on Honda now, but he's also Honda's catching SD. So this is definitely going to be a fight to see the last couple of corners where they're going to be. But yeah, just looking through the field, this has been a very eventful race. Most of it happened at the start, but there was some eventful stuff in the middle as well.
One heck of a race.
Yeah, it's been one heck of a race. One heck of a long race. But saying that, when we've been here, it doesn't feel that long. It felt like half an hour to me. So.
Yeah, I'm about to run this in just a minute. I think you're off today, aren't you?
Yeah.
Injured, yeah.
Injured, yeah. Kinda glad I don't have the attention span for this kind of stuff, so. So see SD and Honda, they're close now. They're all close together now, these three. Honda now in the slip. Maybe he's turned up the engine compared to the other guys. No, I would say these guys.
Alco squeezed the gap to Panda down to.
I just think it's too little. It's just too little, too late, though. I would imagine.
Oh yeah.
Honda's got 1 second penalty. Oh, that's not going to be good for him. I think SD now knows he's only going to be fighting Air for this 5th. But that's so painful for him.
That's crucial.
That is crucial. I hope SD just knows not to fight Honda. He doesn't need to fight Honda, and he's got to just worry about Air. But Honda's went a little bit wide, and now he's vulnerable to Air. Without the penalty, these two might just get past him. So, could you stay and watch that? I'll go to the front. I'll go back to Boosted, who's definitely drove a superb race. He's still making those softs last, which is insane. Really, this race could have gone either way. It could have been Boosted or Range, but I think Boosted just got it right. He did everything he needed to.
I think his strategy worked a little bit better.
Just a little bit. Yeah, the time is coming down, but it's just too late for Range to catch now. But yeah, now you can see that.
Making one final push as well.
But I think Boosted now can see that Ferris wheel, which is just about the pit, just the pit entrance as well. But he's just drove an amazing race. It's not really put a foot wrong. as he comes up to the last little double chicane, I would imagine, and he's just gonna come here and take it. What a brilliant race! Well deserves, and it's a great drive, a dominant drive
Great
as well.
job.
Well
Great
done,
job,
Boosted.
Boosted.
Good
Great
race.
job, Wrench.
And also to Wrench, he was there for the first two stints. I wouldn't count him out. He's had a tremendous drive as well. A great drive from
Indeed.
him. And
Panda, what a job.
we've also got Panda now coming in. What a job to miss out last weekend, and then just to come here and show that he's still here. He can still kick about.
He said, I might be sick, but I'm not out.
Yeah, he said, not sick, I'm still here. I can still get these podiums.
Alicos, what a drive. Good job, buddy.
It's brilliant. As we see SD try to hold off air, it's a drag race to the line.
Oh,
As
yeah.
SD gets air in 6th and Honda in 7th. That was a great little bit. I had a feeling it was going to be straight to the line stuff, but as we'll go over to Dad, good drive. Maybe just made a mistake with the strategy, but it's definitely a good drive from him. And to wait, see who. We definitely thought he was going to be more in the range of SD and that, but I just don't know what happened with one of his pit stops. Yeah, one of his pit stops, he may have just forgot to fuel, which is not what you want to see, but he's made up for that. He's definitely made up for that with a 9th. Yeah, and that's a great drive from him as well.
It's a great showing, indeed.
It was a great showing as well. So we also see Azrael coming up as well. He's got a little bit of damage, maybe just went off, maybe just lost concentration. Difficult race for him, I would say. And I think you would know it would be a difficult race.
Indeed.
As he spins it over the line. As we see Apex, not in this tier, but he looks like he's becoming a tier starter in this tier now. Just coming over the line. But that was a great drive from him. Going on the softs at the end. Just getting a little bit of practice.
Flying to the finish.
Has flying now. Let's see if he can get as fast as I think he has. Try to go for a fastest lap here, but I don't know. I'm rooting for him to get this fastest. I'm definitely not biased, I'm not. Let's see him go here. Oh no, he's not going for fastest, he's just pitted again. On lap 22, he pitted. And he comes over the line. Oh, he was. And also Smiley, that was the lapped. Just typical race all around. But that was a great race to watch. I wouldn't say that.
Amazing.
Great showing from all these guys. Yeah. As I'll just run through the list again. Boosted in 1st. Reg in 2nd. Panda in 3rd. Alicos in 4th. SD in 5th. Air in 6th. Honda in 7th. Dad in 8th. Oh Jesus, I just got a blank brain there, hold on. Waitsy in 9th. Azrael in 10th. Apex in 11th. Haj in 12th. Smiley in P13. And Glossboss in P14, who did not finish. So what did you think of the race there tonight?
That was so exciting, so much fun to watch. Y'all did a great job just sticking with it the whole time, and really great strategies from everybody.
Yeah, I agree with that too. Well, that's been this race, and the next stream you'll see will definitely be the junior race. I'm hoping it's going to be fun, yeah. So.
Indeed, I hope so.
Until next time.
We're out of here. Peace.
We're out of here. Peace.